Did you know a respiratory therapist once confessed to killing over 50 patients, then claimed he was lying? Efren Saldivar worked the night shift at Glendale Adventist Medical Center. He targeted elderly patients when the halls were quiet and witnesses were few. His weapon of choice? Lethal drug injections that mimicked natural death. Suspicious colleagues began noticing patterns. Too many patients were dying on Saldivar's shifts. The investigation began. Then came the shocking confession. 50 patients, all murdered by his hand. But just as quickly as he confessed, Saldivar recanted. He claimed it was all lies, every word false. This created a legal nightmare. How do you prove which deaths were murders when the killer says his confession was fake? Investigators faced an impossible task: exhuming bodies, testing for drugs that may have decomposed, building cases without the killer's cooperation. Medical serial killers are the hardest to prosecute. They hide behind white coats and natural death. Saldivar knew this. The question remains, was he telling the truth the first time or the second? This is Code Black, Medical Murders and Mishaps, a BamBam Unleashed production. The truth is in the details they tried to hide. Did you know a German nurse killed 85 patients while pretending to save them? Niels Högel was the hero who always showed up during emergencies, but he was creating those emergencies himself. For years, he injected heart medications into healthy patients, causing their hearts to stop. Then he would rush in to perform life-saving procedures, playing the part of the dedicated nurse. When one hospital grew suspicious, he simply moved to another. No background checks, no questions asked. The system failed 300 times over. Högel operated across multiple hospitals, leaving a trail of bodies that investigators would later uncover. The massive investigation required exhuming hundreds of graves. Families who thought their loved ones died naturally discovered they were murdered. The man they trusted with their care had a savior complex that turned deadly. He needed to be needed, and patients paid with their lives. Högel is now serving life in prison, convicted of 85 murders. But the real question is, how many others are still out there, wearing scrubs and playing God? This is Code Black, Medical Murders and Mishaps, a BamBam Unleashed production. The truth is in the details they tried to hide. Did you know that cancer patients in the 1980s were literally burned alive from the inside during routine treatment? The Thorac 25 radiation machine was supposed to heal them. Instead, it delivered doses 100 times stronger than intended. Patients came in for cancer therapy and received radiation equivalent to standing next to an atomic bomb blast. The software had a deadly glitch, a race condition that turned healing into horror. When patients reported severe burns and pain, the manufacturer dismissed it as user error. Atomic Energy of Canada Limited refused to believe their machine was killing people. 6 patients paid the ultimate price. They suffered agonizing radiation burns. Some died within months. Others lived in agony for years. The company tried to cover it up. They blamed the hospitals. They blamed the operators. They blamed everyone except their faulty code. But the truth couldn't be hidden forever. This technological nightmare changed medical device safety forever. But those 6 victims were sacrificed to corporate negligence. This is Code Black, Medical Murders and Mishaps, a BamBam Unleashed production. The truth is in the details they tried to hide. They called him a pioneer of Soviet medicine, but Dr. Vladimir Demikhov was creating monsters in his laboratory. In 1954, he took a puppy's head and front legs and grafted them onto an adult dog. The result was a grotesque 2-headed creature that could see, hear, and even drink milk. He performed over 20 of these horrific experiments. The longest surviving dog lived 29 agonizing days. The Soviet Union filmed these procedures as propaganda, showcasing their medical advancement to the world. When the footage was released internationally, the horror was immediate. 2 heads sharing one body, one natural, one grafted, both suffering. But here's the twisted truth. His brutal techniques actually helped develop modern heart and lung transplant procedures. The foundation of life-saving surgery was built on unthinkable cruelty. The Cold War demanded scientific victory at any cost. The animals paid the price. Demikhov's legacy lives in every successful transplant today, but so does the memory of his victims. This is Code Black, Medical Murders and Mishaps, a BamBam Unleashed production. The truth is in the details they tried to hide. Did you know a trusted family doctor may have killed 163 patients for their money? Dr. John Bodkin Adams seemed like the perfect physician in 1950s Britain. Wealthy elderly patients adored him. He made house calls. He cared deeply. But there was a pattern the police couldn't ignore. His patients kept dying, and they kept leaving him money. Adams had a simple method: befriend lonely, rich elderly patients, prescribe dangerous drug combinations, wait for them to name him in their wills, then watch them die convenient deaths. When investigators dug deeper, they found his name in 132 wills. He'd accumulated massive wealth from patient inheritances, cars, cash, expensive gifts, all from grateful families of the dead. Despite overwhelming evidence, Adams was acquitted in a controversial trial. He continued practicing medicine afterward. The system protected him. Justice failed his victims. How many patients died so their doctor could get richer? The truth was buried with them. This is Code Black, Medical Murders and Mishaps, a BamBam Unleashed production. The truth is in the details they tried to hide. They called him Dr. Death, but Giant Patel wasn't just incompetent. He was a surgeon banned from operating in America who fled to rural Australia to continue butchering patients. Between 2003 and 2005, at least 17 people died under his scalpel at Bundaberg Hospital. Unnecessary surgeries, botched procedures, patients who walked in for routine operations never walked out. The system knew he was dangerous. His medical license was restricted in New York and Oregon for gross negligence. Yet Queensland hired him anyway. Nurses tried to blow the whistle. They begged administrators to stop him. Instead, they were silenced. The hospital covered it up. When investigations finally began, Patel vanished. He fled back to America in the dead of night. It took years of legal battles to drag him back to face justice. The trusted doctor became a killer. The system protected him until it was too late. This is Code Black, Medical Murders and Mishaps, a BamBam Unleashed production. The truth is in the details they tried to hide. Harold Shipman was Britain's most trusted doctor. For decades, he visited elderly patients in their homes. They welcomed him with tea and biscuits. He left them dead. Over 200 victims, all killed with lethal injections disguised as medical care. Families never suspected. Why would they? He was their doctor. Shipman got greedy. When wealthy patient Kathleen Grundy died, her relatives discovered something shocking. She had changed her will, left everything to Shipman. 300,000 pounds. The family was suspicious. They demanded an investigation. Police found the forged will in Shipman's possession, but they found something else. The will was dated and witnessed on June 15th. Shipman had signed Grundy's death certificate on June 14th. She was legally dead a full day before she supposedly signed away her fortune. A woman who was officially deceased had somehow risen from the dead to change her will. The chronological impossibility unraveled everything. One greedy mistake. After 200 perfect murders, Harold Shipman forgot to check his dates. She thought she was getting treated. She wasn't. She was the experiment. In 1966, a senior doctor at New Zealand's National Women's Hospital had a theory. Dr. Herbert Green believed that cervical carcinoma in situ, an early stage of cervical cancer, would never actually turn into full cancer. So he stopped treating it, and then he quietly enrolled hundreds of women into a study to prove himself right. None of them were told. None of them consented. Over the next 20 years, women came in for checkups and left with nothing but false reassurance. Some of them developed invasive cancer. Some of them died. Colleagues saw what was happening. They raised concerns. They were overruled, sidelined, and silenced. This wasn't a rogue doctor working in secret. This was a hospital system that looked at his theory and chose it over the women lying in its beds. 20 years, hundreds of patients. One man's ego protected by an institution that should have stopped him on day one. This is Code Black, Medical Murders and Mishaps, a BamBam Unleashed production. The truth is in the details they tried to hide. Did you know a single medication error could send a nurse to prison for life? Radonda Vaught was a trusted ICU nurse in Tennessee. But on December 27, 2017, she made a fatal mistake. She was supposed to give her patient Versed, a mild sedative. Instead, she grabbed vecuronium, a powerful paralytic that stops breathing. The patient died within hours. But here's where it gets darker. Vaught tried to cover it up. She didn't report the error, didn't tell the family. They discovered the truth later, buried in medical records. For the first time in history, a nurse faced criminal charges for a medical error. The case split the medical world. Was this justice or scapegoating? Nurses argued the hospital's broken safety systems were to blame. Multiple safeguards failed that day, but prosecutors said her cover-up crossed the line. Vaught was convicted of criminally negligent homicide. The verdict sent shockwaves through every hospital in America. Now nurses practice in fear. One mistake could mean prison. This is Code Black, Medical Murders and Mishaps, a BamBam Unleashed production. The truth is in the details they tried to hide. You made it to the end. That means you're not like everyone else. You want the truth. You want the stories they don't tell. So here's what you do next. Follow for more on YouTube and Instagram. All the links are in the bio. Want to wear the truth? Official BamBam Unleashed merch is live. Link in the description. Want to go deeper? The Code Black PDF storybook is coming soon. Exclusive cases, exclusive details, only for the ones who stay till the end. And if you're ready to take control of your own body, one-on-one coaching is open. Nutrition, fasting, real results. Link in bio. This is BamBam Unleashed. No fluff, no filter, just the truth. Now you know.